When creating a video using ComfyUI, ControlNet and AnimateDiff custom nodes are used. There are so many changes here that it's confusing. So I start testing this. To create a video, various nodes are used to connect, and parameters are set to complete the workflow. This process is difficult for me as a non-professional, and I cannot get used to it. I tried changing this and that setting, but it is difficult to predict how these actions will affect the final result. So what came to mind was design of experiment DOE. First, I started by checking the main factors and the level of each factor and organizing them in Excel. However, to summarize and test like this is mission impossible. So today, I decided to make a video of the preliminary screening tests so far. Categorize the types of source images to be used for testing, such as screens. In AnimateDiff, sample settings and context options were tested. In the ControlNet custom node, tested the keyframe setting and the sparse model function. This is the starting point for the test. The sample settings node is not used unless indicated below. This is the context_overlap setting item of the context options node. Looking at the changing background buildings in the two videos, can see the difference. Among the context options of the AnimateDiff custom node, tested by changing for nodes, standard static, standard uniform, looped uniform, and batch non-AD. The parameters of these for nodes are slightly different. Basically, standard static node is used, and looped uniform is used when necessary. When using looped uniform node, the last frame is recalled as the first frame. I set keyframe in the ControlNet custom node. The node used is the latent keyframe interpolation node. The first are settings of the latent keyframe, Interpolation node are the start and end of the frame to which strength will be applied. The end is excluded. The strength of two images can be set, overlapping in one frame. When setting the weight of one image, to increase and then decrease, set it to two latent keyframe interpolation nodes. The second two settings of the latent keyframe interpolation node set the starting strength and ending strength. If the weights of the two images are applied equally to one frame, the two images are overlapped in one frame. Set prints keyframes to true. Can check the strength of each frame in the console when the workflow runs. In the interpolation settings, select how to calculate strength distribution for each frame. Calculation methods consists of linear, ease out, ease in and ease in out. The increase, decrease curve for each method is shown in the upper right corner of the screen. The screen shows other nodes setting a latent keyframe. The latent keyframe object has a frame number and strength attribute. Latent keyframe group is a list of latent keyframes. By applying the sparse model to ControlNet, 8, 12, and 32 frame videos were created from one image. The first frame of the video is the same as the source image. There is no movement in the A frame, and in the 32 frame, it changes to a different image later.
What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end.
Two images were used. The first image is angry. The second is smile. Sparse method consists of uniform, starting, ending and center. The feeling of the generated video varies, depending on where the two images are placed.
Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.
This time multiply it by 2. So there are 4 images.
Soaring on top of the world. Flying, get on board.
Since the source photo is inserted into the video. The workflow must match the environment when creating the source photo.